Hi, Loyd here, and I'm so thankful and grateful and blessed that you have decided to at least join us to start this journey into what I call the greatest principle. Let me start with a question. What if you had a switch inside you? Let's say it's in your brain. What if you had a switch in your brain that has three positions? One position is success. And if this switch is flipped to success, you're going to be successful in almost everything in your life. You're going to have good health. You're going to succeed at your career or work, at least to the degree that is right for you and that you're capable of. You're going to have great, intimate, meaningful, loving, harmonic relationships. You are just going to be successful at almost everything. The next switch is failure. And if this switch is flipped to failure, you're going to fail at just about everything. You're going to have constant health problems, maybe even a disease eventually. You're going to feel bad. You're going to have anxiety and worry and fear and anger and all those sorts of things. You're going to have to really struggle to do well at work and that sort of thing. Or maybe you'll make money, but you'll make money and be miserable. Your relationships may be strained or just not really very close and meaningful like you'd like them to be. Just about any area of your life, you're going to experience some degree of failure. And then the third switch is sort of neutral, where you're not really failing, but you don't really feel successful in things either. Or maybe there's one thing that's pretty successful, but another one that's not. Well, guess what? You really do have that switch. Every one of us do. It's been in you from before you were born. It's called the hypothalamus. And the hypothalamus can be in what I call success mode, what Dr. Bruce Lipton at Stanford Medical School calls growth mode. It can be in failure mode, which Dr. Lipton calls being closed or self-protection mode, or it can be in sort of neutral, where it's neither one. Okay? If you have the book Beyond Willpower, or whatever it's called in your country or in America, we were thinking about changing the name in America. Toward the end of the introduction, I cite the research of this success and failure switch and what happens when it's switched to failure and what happens when it's switched to success. So I'm just going to read some of this to see if this might be something that's important to you, okay? So if the hypothalamus is switched to failure, here are some things based on, not me, the research going back many years, that happens in your brain, nervous system, body, and life. It dumbs you down, makes you sick, drains your energy, suppresses your immune system, increases pain or causes pain to start, raises your blood pressure, closes your cells, destroys relationships, causes fear, anger, depression, confusion, shame, worth and identity issues, virtually every negative emotion, thought, or feeling you could have, causes us to do whatever you're doing at the time from a negative perspective. I can't do it. It's not going to work. I'm going to get cancer because Dad did. I'm going to get heart disease because Mom did. Whatever. On and on and on. So if your hypothalamus is switched to failure and all that stuff is happening inside of you with your hormones and brain chemicals and brain state and nervous system and organs and cells, you think you're going to be very happy? Think you're going to be very successful? Well, that's where I was when all this started with me 27 years ago. That was a list of how I felt and what was happening in my life in every area, okay? Maybe some of these are happening in your life right now, okay? And I was really amazed when I heard that this is not just me in my mind with a bad attitude. You know, I need to have positive thinking instead of negative. This is chemical. This is physical. If you injected these chemicals into me, I would start experiencing these things, okay? So it's absolutely real, and it's also not your fault, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. So the success switch, what happens when the hypothalamus is switched to the success part? Glad you asked. Here's a few of the things, and again, based on the clinical published research, not me. Enhanced relationships. Parental bonding is increased. It results in love, joy, peace, happiness, contentment, significant security, about every positive emotion or feeling you could ever have. It increases immune function, so you're getting sick less and less until finally you probably don't get sick at all. Reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, counteracts addiction, withdrawal, and bad habits. So you're not having to wrestle with those things. Stimulates the release of human growth hormone. Anybody want to get younger instead of older? Increases trust and wise judgment. Modulates appetite, healthy digestion, and metabolism. Okay? So your weight issues start improving. Promotes healing, stimulates relaxation, stimulates non-stressed energy, so you can relax easily when you need to relax. But when you've got something to do, you feel 20 again, like you've got great energy. Stimulates higher neurological activity, so you're smartened up instead of dumbed down, creativity, problem solving, etc., and opens cells to healing and regeneration. Wow, that's what I said when I first discovered this. And all of this, the difference in those is one little thing in your brain, your hypothalamus, which flips the switch to success, failure, or neutral. Okay? Well, this is a dumb question. Which of these do you want for the rest of your life? Success, failure, or neutral? If you had a choice, if that was an actual physical switch on the side of your head with three positions, success, failure, neutral, you just going to leave it wherever it is if you're experiencing the failure stuff? I doubt it. I certainly wouldn't. You're going to flip it to success, right? Absolutely. And you may even put a piece of tape on it so that it never flips out of that success mode, all right? That's the whole point. That's the whole reason I'm here, is to teach you on demand how to switch your switch in your brain to success. Every day, every hour, for yourself, your wife, your children, for the rest of your life, in every area of your life. You interested? Now, unfortunately, it's not a switch you can just reach up on your head and do, all right? But I'm going to teach you with tools, not just, okay, think positive because of negative. That doesn't work for 99% of people. I'm going to teach you how to flip that switch in your brain. And it absolutely works. I've been doing it with people now for 27 years. So I hope that will get you to the next segment where we're about to start teaching you why and how to do that.